I certainly know that you both love Tesla, or at least there's not much to complain about. Ross, you have been really hitting those bears year after year, and now you can cheer.
Yeah, you know, I promised myself I wouldn't cheer till it was at 420, because last time it was kind of a head fake down to a tough year. But now we're at 650, and my God, it's like a party over here at my firm. I mean, people are really happy, and it's well deserved. You know, Tesla is one of the best companies in the world, and I think the market's finally realizing its potential. They don't have any competition, and they're light years ahead with technology and now with execution. So as they move into the next stage of growth with China and the Model Y launch, it goes back to execution. So if they're able to execute on their business plan, I mean, this stock just goes higher and higher.
What did you tweet today? Everybody in the office is cheering over there, and that's because the stock has done so well. But I saw that you had a great tweet out this morning just representing your excitement. Tesla up $68 now to $650. Anyways, who wants to get a drink? Oh, it's only 7 a.m. Sorry. Well, I understand that, and there's that celebratory mood. You know, is it onward and upwards for Tesla, Ross?
Yeah, you know, everybody at the firm here, we kind of eat our own, you know, soup here. So everybody's long Tesla here individually, including myself, and our parents and our clients. And so, you know, we took a lot of heat on this call last year when it was down, you know, and we were having a great year last year with every other stock we own. So it kind of gave us covered and allowed us to add to the position. But now, you know, sort of the research us and guys like ARK do is starting to be appreciated more because we're such forward-thinking firms. And if people want to invest in the future, firms like mine and ARK are really the way to do it, because, you know, we just look at the markets differently than Wall Street.
And Sam, you've had Tesla as a top holding in the funds, and Sam, you really actually are talking about Tesla going into the thousands. I mean, I heard 4,000 one time about a year ago. You're saying even more than that. Sam, give us this picture here.
Sure, and I think this goes back to what Ross was talking about. Leading up to earnings, you know, even as it was running, they started launching in China. People were saying, has it run too much? But then, you know, they come out with this earnings report, and you look at the actual numbers, and they're suggesting that it's actually better than a lot of people anticipated. And there's a strong foundation for future growth. You look at people were saying that they couldn't scale production, and now the Fremont factory is running at the same production rate that was the peak number for NUMMI before them, and they have China launching, and they're doing it without spending a huge amount of capex. So we really think there's a huge amount of opportunity for them to continue on. And then another point that was brought up is 2019 was the year of the Tesla killer. You had Audi come out, you had Porsche come out, and Tesla's market share in the BEV, so the battery electric vehicle market, actually increased. So really, you know, these competitors are at least one development cycle behind. And for a traditional auto manufacturer, that's pretty much 3 to 4 years. So they have this runway ahead of them where they can really continue to extend their lead.
So, I mean, Ross, that's the whole point, is that they are in the lead, no competition when it comes to the technology. The automated driving is just it, right, going forward, and they're surpassing in batteries and solar what people thought.
Well, you know, once again, they've taken a very aggressive approach to dealing with not only the issues of climate change, but making it a commercial product, whether it's solar, batteries, and the car. And they've created a solution for people to be completely climate neutral, which I think is phenomenal. And in fact, he actually put energy back on the grid. But going back to what Sam was saying, you know, last year, I think a lot of people were waiting to look at the I-Pace and the e-tron and the Taycan, and they were like, oh, maybe I'll hold off on my Model X and Model S purchase because these new cars might come out that are great. And now that we've seen that they're not great and they don't really have competition and they don't compare in any of the specs to any of the Teslas, those same buyers, I think, went out and bought Teslas. And we're looking now, like we looked yesterday for Model X used. No, they are.
You
can't find a used Model X in LA.
The bears out there. Well, the bears out there are saying, "Oh, come on, this is Bitcoin on wheels. They won't reach their production." What do you say to those bears? I mean, you have some sort of bear case, right, Sam?
You know, I have one thing to. Oh, go ahead, Sam, if you'd like.
Sure. What I was going to say is, you have the bears who are out there, and I think all of their demands have been met. Obviously, they keep changing them, but one of them was that Tesla will never be able to scale production. You look at Fremont, they've scaled production. Another thing that they said is that there's no demand. Well, it's like you look at the inventory of finished vehicles. Tesla had 11 days worth of sales left. So there's obviously huge demand. And then they said, they're cutting off CapEx to make their financials look good. Well, they're still building new factories and they have low CapEx. So really, I don't know where the bears are turning now, because Tesla's continuing to execute on the plan that they've set out for the past 16 years. And now, they're hitting their stride.
All right. Thank you. Yeah, Ross, go ahead. Give us your last thought.
I was just going to say, he's a nicer guy than me. The bears are dead wrong about everything they've said, and they've cost themselves billions of dollars with their ignorance. What they needed to do was do what I did and what ARK did, which is actually go to the factory and actually see what Tesla is doing, and they would actually realize how wrong they are. So I think it's time for the bears to just shut their mouths and accept that they're just wrong.
Wow, you told them. And many people would just say it's 7
them. I didn't tell them. The markets are telling them.
It's noon somewhere. The celebration can begin. So enjoy, gentlemen, and we'll continue to watch it through 2020. Thank you both. To our panel, Ross Gerber, President and CEO of Gerber Kawasaki Wealth and Investment Management, and Sam Corris, Analyst at ARK Invest. Thank you both.